Hi, my name's Sydney Spickard. I'm in TE 302, and I'm here to talk a little bit about my experiences with my literacy learner from the semester. For the sake of confidentiality, I'll refer to my literacy learner as SB. When SB and I first met, I wanted to make sure that I really took the time to get to know her. Before beginning our reading of March, I was able to develop a better connection with my literacy learner and get them more comfortable as we continue throughout the semester. From our introductions, I learned that SB was extremely athletic, partaking in a variety of sports at Waverly. I also learned that SB's favorite subject in school was social studies, and most of the books they read outside of school were history related. This tied in perfectly to the graphic novel we were going to be reading, so I was pretty eager to discover her initial thoughts of the graphic novel March. As my literacy learner and I talked more about her reading and literacy experiences, I learned that they were pretty comfortable with reading and actually enjoyed reading as a hobby. SB wasn't super familiar with the genre of graphic novels, but was excited to learn. As we read throughout the semester, I noticed her interest continued to spark. Near the end of our time together, SB told me that she and her mom had purchased her very own copy of March to keep at home. When referring to the modified cognitive model, I noticed that my literacy learner's biggest struggle was comprehension. Although SB was extremely well-rounded as a reader, she did have a hard time remembering what she read in addition to the overall significance of what she read to the remainder of the novel. After picking up on this within the first couple of weeks, I made sure to start incorporating various comprehension strategies. These different techniques and strategies really benefited SB as a literacy learner. One of the first strategies I used with SB was both story and character mapping. As we took turns reading, we would stop every few pages and fill out any information we learned towards the characters within March. This really helped SB become more familiar with the characters, connect to them, and just stay engaged throughout the entirety of the graphic novel. Another strategy we used quite frequently throughout the semester was IRE recitation. This step-by-step process contains initiating a question, getting a response, and providing feedback for the student. Asking reflective questions each week after reading really assisted my literacy learner in thinking back to what she was reading and comprehending within the graphic novel's contents. In addition to this, SB and I also made use of sticky notes, adding various annotations and thoughts as we read, and I made a cheat sheet with prompts for our annotations, which actually helped guide her as we transitioned from working together on these annotations to SB doing them individually and by herself. As we continued using these strategies, I noticed SB getting more comfortable with having discussions around what we read. She began improving on her comprehension skills and became significantly more knowledgeable on the characters, setting, and events introduced and developed within the graphic novel. Prior to this course, I really viewed literacy as simply being the ability to read and write. As I worked closely with my literacy learner and observed other classrooms, my definition of literacy has deepened. As of now, I view literacy as not just the ability to read and write, but to hold confidence in engaging and communicating with texts. Throughout the semester, I've developed numerous skills and strategies, both through this course and within my experiences with my literacy learner. These experiences have shown me the importance of developing these good literacy skills and their significance both in and outside of the classroom. As I continue towards my path of being an educator, I plan to take all of the new knowledge I've gained through working with my literacy student and utilize these strategies within my own future classroom.